Hello and welcome to Practical Intuition with Kay. I'm Kay, and this is a really super special episode, a bonus episode. I am with some of the amazing folks who make up my community, which is the Global Coach community, one of my favorite communities. And my co-host, Karin Dent, and I, she's here too. And we are co-hosting our second annual Global Coach Community virtual retreat. This year, we're doing it around the theme, Are We Having Fun Yet? Because it feels like fun is something that can be lacking in our daily lives. And these are some folks who do have a lot of fun and also know a lot about how to facilitate that for others. So welcome. Today we have about half the panel here. So it's Karin and I, Manek Giroux, Michelle Walker, and Patricia Burlaud. Welcome. And what I think I'm going to do is ask you to just give a little intro of yourself. Maybe how are you having fun right now, and share a little bit about your session with us at the virtual retreat. So let me see. I'm gonna popcorn it to Michelle.
Thanks, Kay. I'm Michelle Walker. I have Wild Soul Coaching and Wild River Soul Coaching and Wild River Soul Design. So I'm an artist and a coach, and really connected to creativity and imagination and other ways of listening as well, through embodiment, through nature. And I love having these opportunities to play. I've focused on play a lot during my lifetime, working with kids at different stages, and then also just recognizing how much I was missing play in my life. So over the past 5 years or so, I've had lots of amazing experiences with using imagination and visualizing, and that's really what I want to do for my session, is invite people into play using their imagination. I really think it's one of those things that culture says, no, that's not okay for adults to do, to use their imagination. And it's just this incredibly powerful experience once you've done it. So that's where I focus.
Hooray! And I just along those lines, just the other day in our community, one of the community calls, you led, Michelle, and what you did was you took us on an imagination journey. And I mean, every day since, basically, I've brought myself back to that space that you helped me find inside my own mind. So super, super fun. I'm just looking up. So Michelle is going to be at noon Eastern time on Saturday, October the 14th. That is when folks can find your session. So, and we will have in the show notes, there will be places for folks to register if you're listening or watching and you want to register. So thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Can you choose who's can you popcorn it to somebody else?
Oh, I think Patricia.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Patricia Burlaud. I was born in France a little bit more than 20 years ago, as everyone can see. But I think that there is no time constraints on us. You know, time is just a subjective matter sometimes. And when I play with time with my clients, generally we are trying to change time for energy. And so they discover a brand new dimension in their life. And this is exactly what we will be talking about, how to, to look for this fourth dimension and making sure that we can use it to our benefit. Mm-hmm. So, we have a few moments of play during this session. I think that that will be kind of interesting to explore how we can, like Einstein, maybe make the time last more, or maybe just making sure about different ways to expand our time or to expand our energy. So that's, let's play together and having fun with time.
Sounds amazing. And Patricia too, you lead in our global coach community in the calls sometimes, and They are always fun. They're always playful. Frankly, they're always mind-blowing for me. I just cannot,
Thank
you know,
you. Thank you. Thank
breathtaking.
you very much. It's always a pleasure to be part of this wonderful community that all of us are part of. And I think like any big project in work, you cannot do it alone. So take advantage of this type of discussion event to, nurture your future link with other people, because this is how you will expand your energy and time.
Yeah. And you listening and watching can join Patricia on Sunday, October 15th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And I welcome this session and what we will experience there. So thank you, Patricia. Can you popcorn it to somebody else?
I will popcorn Monique.
Thank you, Patricia. And hi, everybody. My name is Monique Giroux. I'm a certified forest therapy guide. And in our session, I'd like to introduce you to forest therapy. It's also known as forest bathing or Shinrin Yoku in Japanese, where it came from. And also, we'll play with it a little bit. I'd like to recreate as much of a forest therapy experience as possible in this virtual format with all of you. And so we'll be slowing down like we do in forest therapy in a forest. We may need to use our imaginal sense for that. And we'll bring ourselves into the embrace of a beautiful, lush green forest together. And I'd like to introduce some invitations. We call them invitations, which are activities that we do during a forest therapy experience. So these will be activities or invitations that you can then go on your own and play with in the forest. The goal really is to reconnect with nature, but also reconnect with yourself and with others. So I look forward to sharing the magic of the forest with everyone.
Yay. And what is fun for you these days, Monique?
Well, travel. I am a digital nomad. I sold everything that I own other than my car and a couple of bins. And I've been traveling. So at the moment, I'm in Porto. I just spent a week in Lisbon with some amazing women who are also digital nomads, all over 50. Made some new friends. A few of them have decided to travel to Porto together. And tomorrow I'm off to what's known as the end of the world in Spain to live in a co-work, co-live beautiful stone house. I'll be staying in someone's great grandfather's room. And it's been fun to just be guided by my intuition on where to go next. And I'm really excited about that journey and where it will lead.
Can't wait to be in person with you on October the 14th, and then also to hear more and more about your journey that you're on. It's amazing. And Monique, you are at I believe it's 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, October the 14th. So that's where we will be forest bathing with you. So, and who will you popcorn it to? Karin or I?
I'm going to bounce it over to Karin next.
Well, hello, everyone. Karin Dent here in lovely Minnesota, soon to be chilly Minnesota, but hopefully not too quickly. So I am a certified health and wellness coach through the Mayo Clinic, and was brought to that through my healing journey when I was diagnosed with MS back in 2014. And that's sort of what led me to have a lot of insights and experiences that brought me here. And through that coaching journey, working one-on-one with different clients, I started thinking back in January how what fun is for me is being outside through the years with my kids, being out on the lake, being in a forest, similar to Manick. And I decided to take my coaching practice outside. And I just thought, people after COVID are looking for connection, they're looking for healing, and they're looking for meaningful conversation. So that is what I have been up to the last few months. And it has been just a phenomenal experience of walking side by side with these lovely humans. And it is amazing when we take ourselves out of the hustle and bustle and the phones and all the distractions and put ourselves in that place. The things that we are willing to share and experience with each other and be supportive of each other is really incredible. So, and during this playful fun retreat, I will be leading a session at the end of the day on the Saturday. And we'll be looking at the insights and inspirations from the day. So it's really a chance, whether someone has experienced all the sessions, a couple of the sessions, none of the sessions, and this is the only time that works, to get some insight into what was experienced, what stood out for people, and what they're going to take away. And we'll start the session with a moving meditation, also known as Qigong, to help ground us. And give a chance for some contemplation privately, and then open it up to everyone to share. So this will be very much interactive, looking for people to be engaged, and then hoping to, just leave everyone with a sense of, okay, well, this is where I might have more fun in my life coming out of this. So
Amazing. Yay.
yeah. And now off to Kay.
Yeah, well, I mean, but just before, so Karin will be, your session will be at 2:00 Eastern time on Saturday, October 14th. I can't wait for that one. And I was reflecting as you were talking, there's this really, like, Karin, you create such a special space. It's very warm and fun and playful and open. So I can't wait for that as well.
Thanks, Kay.
Yay. Thanks for co-hosting with me. So for myself, I am going to lead us on, well, I'm Kay. I'm an artist. I am a coach, and I'm an adventurer. And my 19-year-old one time, probably maybe about 8 months ago, told me how happy he was because to him it looked like I was waking up. And what I think that meant was I was able to give myself permission to really be playful and to come from joy basically all the time. Whereas I used to think that I wasn't really worthy of experiencing joy. And the journey for me has been to discover that it is my essence. And so what I want to do for the last session of the last day, similar to you, Karin, there will be some time for insights and reflection, but it's going to be through games. We are going to play games. So if you want to come along for a fun, kind of playful, I think of them as improv games. That's what we're going to be doing. So, and that will be, let me see, that will be at 2:30 on Sunday, October 15th. And I wanted to super quick give a little bit of a summary of the folks who couldn't be with us live today, but are also going to be presenting, going to be leading sessions at our virtual retreat. So Andrea Clough, well, actually, she shared this about our retreat. Like, this is her feeling of the Global Coach Community's virtual retreat. Because this is the second one, and she was part of the first one too. She loves this. She said, it's backwards from other online experiences because we are leading and being in the room as ourselves. And that's so true. That's just so true. So Andrea is going to do something that may or may not be called From Roller Coaster to Rocket Launch. And it's going to be focused around this really interesting equation: successful change and dream making and other things like that, an equation that has to do with these really beautiful words. Frank Irawo is going to be facilitating around poetry because he's a poet and he coaches around poetry. He does these beautiful coaching experiences that have to do with poetry. So he will be doing something on a journey to fun for participants. Elena Carrizosa is asking the question, how can we access intuition through fun? Aidan Lazzarato is focusing on finding fun in our stories, creating a container of fun in ourselves. And he's just fascinated by like the duality of comedy and tragedy. Aidan is such a fun coach too. So come along for him. And the three other coaches, which we are, their sessions are still emerging, are Heather Egginton, Reno Johnston, and Nicole Gallucci. And I'm sure, like you all, I cannot wait to hear and see and experience what they are doing. So yeah, so that's us. Oh, thank you all so much for being here. Karin Dent, Monique Giroux, Michelle Walker, and Patricia Burlaud in person. And thank you everybody for listening and for watching. Registration links are in the show notes, and we will see you on October 14th and 15th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. Can't wait.